What's going on, guys? Johnny aka Tropical Fish Guy here. Today we are going to get a one last glimpse of the fish tanks as they currently are, because we are going to move them to a new location. We're going to take them from this room here. We need some more room since we're all doing the being together in the COVID thing, so we need to clean off that desk and make that a desk area. So we're going to take all these tanks and move them out into the garage. Hopefully we've got that set up okay. Hopefully the temperature is not too bad out there. I think we got it to where it'll stay cool enough in the summer and warm enough in the winter. But let's take a look at these tanks one last time as they are before the new transformation. All right, so let's take a look at this. Is the 5-gallon shrimp tank. And I think that one of you guys wanted an update on the plants as well, so we'll do a plant update on all this stuff. Let's see here. So David Hughes, thanks for sending me the question. I think that was a long time ago on the black spot Java Fern. We've got, I think that was part here. I'll do it one tank at a time. But the Java Fern in here, it's doing really well. It's starting to sprout up. I don't even have it into the sand or I've got some attached to this rock back here. I think that might be the Anubias as well. But you can tell that the Java Fern leaves, they are doing quite well. They come all in here. And what I found best as well, and that's my shrimp tank there. We've got a lot of orange shrimp, cherry shrimp. They love the shrimp pellets. And I got this this new wood here, this cholla wood. Let me see if I got any packs up here. Yeah, I bought this pack from Amazon here, cholla wood. And it's just like that, and it's a 5 to 6 inch piece. And it looks like that. The shrimp really love it. And I'll put this link on in the description. It does make the water turn a little bit brown. I gotta tell you that. It does make it turn a little brown, but it's still crystal clear. Shrimps love it. They love to crawl into the little spaces on it and stuff and get up on top of it and crawl into little holes. There's a real nice cherry shrimp right there. Yeah, nice orange Sakura shrimp. Got a couple little guppies in there to keep the nematodes away from there, but that's that. Let's see, there's some more Java Fern back there. You know, the secret to Java Fern for me is cramming it. Here's my other tank. Here's the 29-gallon that we're looking at right now. So the Java Fern is really growing heavily as well here. You can see that, you'll see that there's brown kind of root system is how they would start off, and then they start showing their leaves there, as well as this plant here is really doing good. You can see the light leaves that are coming out. Those are the new guys. The darker leaves that are dying off, and they do die off. Here's one that's dying off. It happens, but before that happens, what interestingly enough happens is, here's another chunk. You can see, here's a good example. New leaves, old leaves. But before the old leaves die off, they send off this wonderful baby Java Fern plant right on, usually near the tip, that you can just pull off and plant somewhere else. And you'll see an example of that here as well. Bam, right there. And I could just pull that off. Let me see if I can do that real quick. That's perfectly positioned. I did not position that. Let's see, so I'm just going to stick my hand in there. And you'll see that this right here is attached right there to the wood. So you just take this. I'm showing you right where it's attached. Right there. So you just pull that off. Look at that. See how that just pulled off? Pulled off into its new plant. You take that, and the trick that I've noticed for me is if you cram it, you don't even have to stick it into dirt or anything like that. If you cram it into a spot that has Java moss, okay, if you'll notice that, and I'm going to dry my hand real quick. If you notice that I just crammed it into a spot that had some Java moss in there, and I did that to the other one too, that the Java moss actually presents a cradle. You can see all this Java fern in here. The Java moss grows around it, and it kind of like makes a fertile, I don't know, place for the Java fern to kind of like grab hold of. And here's a good example here. Here's some Java fern that's growing out. Here's some Java fern, and that crown Java fern that you can just place that anywhere. And that stuff grows pretty fast as well. Other plants I've got in here is a Nubius. I want that to stand out a little bit more. A Nubius there. There's some swords in the back that I just bought. Hopefully they grow. There's a nice one right there. Got the water wisteria. That stuff grows anywhere. And this is the guppy tank. You'll see a whole very varied mutt guppies. There's a bunch of guppies up there. Red. There's snake skin. There's the blue. That's a pretty girl right there. See that blue tail? Yeah, all these guppies look really nice. That's a nice girl. There's a nice pink panda. I think that's what they called that. And there's the, can't remember snake skin or whatever, but there's a picture of that 29. We got all those plants. They're growing good. Very low light. I mean, all I use is I think this is, I've done a review on this, and hopefully I'll put something up here. It's just a cheapo Higer light, something like that. For the 29 gallon. Back to the 5 gallon, I use a similar cheapo light, but it does the job. And look at that piece of Anubias right there. That is nice right there. And I do need to trim all this stuff. I need to get off the salvinia up there. But in this tank here, nice growth of the Anubias. There's the Java fern back there as well. And like I said, the trick for me is to cram it in a whole bunch of Java moss. Because every place you'll see crammed into Java moss, the Java fern just sprouts out, taking it, going real fast. And some leaves will die off, but a whole bunch more will sprout up. You'll see the new ones. It's just all part of the process. Some will die off, but like I said, as they die off, bam, you get a new plant in a lot of cases. Same with this one right here. That one I can just pull off. And I'll do some more maintenance when I move this tank over. On this tank, I've got an AquaClear 50, 20. I've got a big sponge filter. It's just because I've got a whole bunch of bioload, bunch of guppies. They're very kind of dirty fish, but there's probably like 50, I'd say. I don't know, freeze that and count them if you want to. There's quite a few there, at least a couple dozen, if not more. Along with some cory cats, but that tank will move out there. And here's the 20 long Tetra Tank. Let's see here. So yeah, this Tetra Tank looks really nice here. We've got the rummy nose Tetras. We've got some glow lights. Those rummy nose look really nice. There's some rams in there that I gotta make sure I take care of there as well. Rams, that one's got a little clampy fin. I gotta watch him. I got some nice fork-tail blue-eyed rainbow fish I'll do a video on. Those are really cool. Of course, the neons, of course, the black skirts, white cloud, mountain minnows, really cool fish. Plants on this, I'm not sure exactly if you guys know what kind of plant that is. Got that somewhere from somebody. But the same kind of thing here is the Java fern. It just grows wherever it wants. That's that crown Java fern again. And then there's some more Java fern. And then there's the Java moss stuck back there with this big old piece of Anubias here. And I've got some random pearl weed or something like that. But this big bunch of Java fern here. Big old bunch of Java fern. You'll see that's doing really good. Sometimes you'll get the black dots, it's no big deal. I do a little squirt of Thrive Nylock G for low-tech plants. A couple of a squirt for each 5 gallons, so a week. So a few squirts here and there. That's about it. So we've got the 15. Could have sworn we got some more stuff in there. Yeah, we got some Serpes in there. What else we got? We got the glow lights, I said, and we got the neons. The Rams are cool looking. Looks like those blue-eyed forktails. I definitely got to give you a spotlight on those when they're up a little bit, when they're grown up. Got some cool glow lights hanging there in the back. I like glow lights. Everyone's getting interested, thinking I'm gonna feed now. Got a really nice looking ram there, German blue ram. And I did have I think that's the female there. Yep, female because of red belly. And I do have a male somewhere in here that I want to pair off, hopefully. But we shall see. I don't see him now. I see 3. I see the 4th one, and maybe he's not doing so good because they're trying to beat up on him. I don't know. There's one in the back right there. Yep, that's the nice pretty male that I want y'all to see. Look at that. Oh, pretty. Look at that, huh? Look how pretty that dude is. Yeah. Now that is a good looking fish right there. Oh, I wish I could take a picture of that. Yeah, so, and all of the other plants, a big old piece, I don't know if I showed you, big old piece of this Java Fern in here. It was attached to something, but then I just, you can attach it to wood. I think I did a video, I'll put a video up here, how you attach it to wood. You can glue it to wood, you can string it to wood, you can do whatever. Or you can just cram a piece of Java Fern underneath it or around it and just stick it in your tank like I did there. Just like you'll see the roots of this Anubias. I mean, I just crammed some Java Fern in there, let it grow. It's doing well. But I'm a big Java Fern guy because that's what's easiest for me. Java Moss I love a lot. Crypts, here's some Crypts in here. Cryptocarans. That's good. And then this, some kind of hair grass. That's there. And then some lucky bamboo. How about that? Got a couple of pieces of lucky bamboo that I've got to grow in the aquarium. I just stick the pieces down, lucky bamboo. As well as I've got some floating plants up here. There's that Salvinia. And then there's maybe some Ludwigia or definitely some water wisteria. But I've also got this pothos ivy that you can't see that I need to do something better with anyways. The pothos ivy comes from the back here and it's supposed to wrap around and do some kind of cool thing, but obviously not cool today. Anyways, there is the and the quarantine tank up here. Quarantine tank I'm moving as well. I've got a few guppies in there I'm treating with my meds. I'll do a video about that as well. How to treat them, how to see which ones are sick, how not to introduce them, what a quarantine tank's for. I'll leave all that information up here or a link to a description below or something. But those are the tanks. Those are the tanks that are getting moved. Once we do the move, I'll show you how they look. They'll be centrally located in a better place and hopefully easier to get you guys videos on. But and definitely I need the room, all my calls and stuff during the day. But anyways, thanks a lot for watching. I really appreciate you guys. I don't tell you guys enough. Subscribe, share this with someone who's a fish lover. If you want to go check out my shirts, go to fishytees.net, and I'll put a link in the description below. As well as hit me up on the Instagram, right? At the Tropical Fish Guy. I put up some short stuff to where I'm not talking so much. A lot of people have said, hey, you talk too much. Yeah, okay. Go to Instagram if you like the real short stuff. But if you like the in-depth stuff, that's where I do the YouTube stuff at. And Give me a like. And get on my newsletter for tips, tricks, and all kind of cool stuff at tropicalfishguide.com/sign up. Sign up for the newsletter to get good deals and all that stuff too. Won't spam you to death or nothing. So anyways, thanks a lot guys. Really appreciate you guys. Happy fish keeping. Peace.